We are many, those that live beyond the veil of darkness, where nightmares are born, sanity knows no bounds. Gladness rides on the suffering of the dead, rotting the souls in the souls of the weak. We have taken refuge here among the mortals in hope of harvesting on the innocence. Dread might be the search for the voices, the stories of the departed, for in the shadows hides the evil that lurks within. As the light dies and slowly becomes night, the realm of the spirits rule the world. In the darkness of your mind, hearts, your own inner demons raise to life your deepest fears. Do you have what it takes to speak to the dead? Do you accept your own mortality? In the search for life after life, have you ever seen a ghost, spirit, or demon? Have the lights taken and the roof became as cold as death itself? Maybe you have, maybe it was your subconscious preparing you for death. Come spend some of what's left of your own existence in our search for the answers hidden behind the fiction of the blindest and open your mind's eye. Listen to the story. We are they, we are incarnate.
And what is up, everybody? How y'all doing? Happy frickin' Friday. Yeah, Friday, thank the Lord. Yesterday, shit show. Apologize for no show, but I've warned you guys a lot that it's gonna happen to where get hit with shit last minute getting into the tours and shit, and I got hit with some Carrie Underwood stuff. Took me about an hour to do, hour and a half. Nothing major. Got home. It's like dinner, straight to freaking sleep. Today was busy till about noon. From noon on, we didn't do shit but sit around and play basketball. Yeah, we've got a hoop in the warehouse. It was just nothing. But what can you do, right? We left off Wednesday night, starting well, we ended section 1 of Dead's H3 VR in Joseph Wright's cell. I loaded section 2 and there's nothing. I mean, it's blank. So yeah, I went ahead and loaded section 3 and there is some stuff in there, but it's scattered. We're going to go through those sections and see what happens. I don't know about tonight with this rest of this recorder. What's up, Moose? How you doing, bud? I don't know how it's going to turn out. So if we don't get anything on Dead's H3 VR, means we got 2 EVPs in 3 nights. We've done worse. And I'm about ready to sneeze. Ugh. Been one of those days. Yep, I've got a, look at this. Got a cat on my lap. He's reaching for my Jameson, which he ain't gonna get. Jack, you behave. He's spoiled because now, when I open a bottle of water, if I'm sitting here at the desk with a bottle of water, I have to give him a catful. What kind of a cat have you ever seen that will drink water out of a cap of a bottle that you give it? I never have. And he's eyeing this can of Jameson. It's sad. It really is. So night 2, we're probably not going to get much. So yeah, it's been an interesting week. Starting next week, it's going to be extremely busy. We start full effect into preparing Carrie Underwood. And then the following week, we go into full tilt mode, preparing Justin Timberlake. Hold on, I'm gonna have to bump this up. So the next 2.5 weeks, just offhand, are gonna be sick. So I don't know right now how much overtime I'm gonna have to put in. I see TM snuck in. Some other names I haven't seen before. Hopefully they're not just bots. Definitely somebody in the building. We can kind of decipher that now. Yep. Okay, that's. Why would an investigator go into the building and say, let me out? That might be evidence. Matter of fact, I'm willing to bet that that is evidence. Let's clean it up. Whoa. No, no, no. Answer. Yeah, we can do that. Capture noise point, reverb. Go back in, more vocal enhancer. I don't know. We're going to find out. I'm fairly sure this is evidence. Yeah, let me out. It's getting harder and harder to type
You fucking sneaky
type out, it's like, okay, EVP 81, Night 2, Dead's H3 VR recorder, Joseph Wright cell, and then the EVP. You have to break it down so much. Let's go here. Many hours? Yeah, it does. Yeah. Maybe hours or many hours. All right, let me go back in and let me go back into the file real quick. Let me rename it. All right, I renamed it. All right. Many hours? Yeah, I think so too. Now we've got very faint crickets. Lovely. Now, to tell you how spoiled this freaking cat is, this little shit got steak tonight for dinner. How many people do you know that actually feed their cats steak? Yeah, steak. Damn, you're right. I buy these. I like buying the thin cut tri-tip steaks, and I always save a little section for him. I mean, he has his dry food and his wet food, but he gets a treat every now and then like that. Like when I have baked chicken, he always gets some. Whenever I fix like, hold on, we're not getting that. That's way too faint. I fix salmon patties and mac and cheese. He always gets what's left of the salmon in the can. I spoil this little shit. I think that's the other team down the hall. And I know I just aged myself with that. A lot of this new generation, they don't know about salmon patties and mac and cheese. They just don't know what they're missing. Some pink salmon, some red salmon, some breadcrumbs or some crackers, met it together, fry it up. Oh, yeah. Ah, yeah. Yeah, there's a team down the hallway. I don't know what's more annoying, the very faint sound of a team down the hall or these damn crickets. I don't think a windscreen or a windsock would help neutralize the crickets. I think, where are we at on recorders? Let me check because how far are we from our next video? Oh, we're still quite a ways. I still have night 1, 2, and 3 from My Hero, GoPro 2. We still have 12 videos to go through. And the next video, how we did the video from the old culinary. You guys had asked what was that on the other side of the wall. That was the mattress factory. The next video is from the mattress factory looking down towards culinary. So hopefully we get something on that side. Because I remember we thought we heard some footsteps or some talking, but we couldn't make it out. So when we have the camera down there, we'll be able to confirm or deny. Kind of looking forward to that one. But again, guys, after this year, fifth investigation of the prison, we'll see if I do 6. It's all going to depend on what we get here and what we get this year's investigation. If we get less 2 years in a row, I might have to take a break for a year. Not that I want to, but and this year it's all going to depend if I get into the execution chamber or not. But cheers, guys. Here's to a great Friday night and start of a good weekend, we hope. Don't get me wrong, guys. I love investigating the prison. I'd like to maybe see if I could afford to do Alcatraz or Waverly Hills, Penn State, something. I'm sure I could reach out to some of the other teams and see if they could set up something and join them. Then I could use that evidence or that experience to my benefit. Excuse me, do another prison. And I can actually tell them that I did time at Nevada State Prison and see what the spirits' reactions would be. Yeah, I did a stint at Nevada State Prison. Why don't you come out and say hi and see what they do? I think that'd be great trigger objects or a great way to trigger evidence. They transferred me from another prison. But Alcatraz would be like $3 grand, $2 or $3 grand. You got to pay for the guide to take you out there. You got to pay for the guards to stay out there. Then the price of the investigation. So you'd need 10 or 15 people. And I know a couple of my viewers would probably be willing to do it. All right, somebody's coming in. Or coming down the hallway.
This is Danny and Albert entering.
Is this the deaf team?
This is Danny and Albert.
Danny and Albert, the part of the deaf team, I think.
We are opening some doors to read what's on the back.
I don't remember their names. Oops. Will you guys at least ask a question? Instead of just looking around? What is this, freaking Gilligan's Island, a 3-hour tour? You're paying $125 a person to investigate a haunted prison. And hey, we're just opening doors. Not like, hey, is there anybody here with us tonight? You can see the look of shock on my face. Whatever. If people want to, like I said, I've got no problem here. Yeah, it's a little disheartening, but if they just want to spend $125 a person just to walk around and look at shit, go ahead. The money's going to the prison to help keep it open for teams like me who like to go in there and actually do something. So keep walking around, opening doors, looking at stuff in amazement because it's helping the prison. It's not paranormal, it's paradormal. And I can't believe something that stupid just came out of my mouth. Definitely need another drink after that. Are they going to try every single door in the cell house? Paranormal 101. This is how you don't investigate. Hey, cricket stopped for a minute. What do you know? Even the crickets are like, fuck this, I'm out.
Albert, we are leaving this week.
Well, at least they announced themselves leaving. Not like it would have made a difference, but they were good enough to do it. While this is going, could you really imagine, like the paranormal? We know there's consciousness with the spirits, with some of the responses we've got. If you had a team walked in, and these spirits really wanted to talk to you, because we know the spirits choose who they want to talk to. This is no secret. We've experienced this. Could you imagine if these two were the ones the spirits wanted to talk to? They just walked in and opened a couple doors, never asked any questions, and left, and the spirits are just there. What the fuck? And just like, the spirits don't say anything the rest of the night to anybody. You got two people walk in, didn't do a thing, and the spirits are like, wait, shit. Come on. Ask at least one question. Introduce yourself. Say, hey, my name's Albert. I'm here because Brent invited us. Would you like to come out and speak with us? You don't have to ask anything else, but at least introduce yourself. Not just, hey, we're in your cell opening doors. If I was a spirit, I'd scratch your ass. Come on. Now you guys see why I get aggravated. It's stuff like that. Second year at the prison, when we invite, I'm not going to say the team, they spent an hour and like 15 minutes sitting in the cell next to where I had a recorder, socializing. And there's ears. And yes, the sound alerts are fixed. I don't know how. Just chatting it up. They were. They were just socializing. And it's like, when I got to the recorder, I'm going, guys, I'm sorry. I can't control this. We had to skip the entire section. Have no fear, ears is out of points. Traffic rules. Yeah, Grinch has caught some shit that I haven't. And that's a team down the hall. Yeah, she's caught some stuff that I never would have. And I hear a lot. You hear me do this, it's like, yep, there's something there. And Grinch, yeah, if it wasn't for this camera on me,
Alright, this is Danny Albert. We are exiting the building.
at least they announced themselves in another part of the cell house. I get hyper focused very easily. And that's, I'll pause this real quick. That is the hardest part for me about this show is when I analyze, I tend to hyper focus and forget about chat. trying to train myself to hyper focus audibly and still be able to read the chat. Guys, it's tough sometimes. So I'm trying to do my best. If I go quiet, there's a reason, and that's it. Okay, they're leaving the building. And as you could see, we're flatlined. This is what I was afraid of. We're definitely going to start night 3 tonight. We are definitely starting night 3 on this recorder. Or yeah, night 3. We're on night 2 now. Yeah, there is. There's a few spaces. Or that, or they just go a little faint, they disappear and come back full. I don't know. There's nothing out of the ordinary. This is terrible. Let me go back real quick.
I want my duck!
What's up, TM? Yeah, that one's loud. Thank you. Ow, my ears. What the hell is wrong with you? I was listening for EVPs. Well, you got a duck. And I find it really weird that all 3 nights, Dead's H3VR ended up in the same cell. So, like I said, we're doing 3 nights in Joseph Wright's cell. It gets old fast, but at least we get it out of the way. Because I think there's only one more recorder we had in the same cell for 2 nights. Ducks, ducks, and more ducks. Fucking ducks, you guys. I swear to God. Oh. It's war. But Ears is out of points. Oh, I'm scared as hell now. Oh no. No, 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 no. How those cheeks doing? They're clenched. They're clenched. Hold on. That's deads. That's deads.
Okay. Coming in, check. We're at 2 out of 3 bars. 5 hours, 46 minutes.
You're still in. Wow.
Yeah, so the energy drain on the H3 VR is better than the H1s.
Yeah.
It sounds like.
Yeah.
All right, end recording for the night.
Okay, that's the end of night 2. Let's get night 3 loaded. H3 VR night 3. All right, give me a sec. All right, this is going to take a minute. Hi ho, hi ho. Now we need to get our vocal enhancers in here. Oop. Get a couple of those. Let me get the notes changed for night 3. Need to go with one more. I said, guys, this is, like I said, I'm not expecting a lot out of Joseph Wright unless we're physically in there. I'm looking most forward to Neil Pitney, night 2. That's when we had the GoPro drains. And let's go with a bump of 3. All right. Let's roll on night 3, Joseph Wright cell.
All right, this is Deads' Zoom H3 VR, night 3, in Joseph Wright's cell.
You fucking sneaky bastard.
Wow. Grinch. 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
My God, thank you. That's freaking amazing of you. Thank you so much. That is freaking awesome. And just be aware, guys, I am working on getting the beans back. I'm still waiting on the construction on the roof. They have not even talked to me about it, but I owe you guys a lot of spins. I owe at least 15 spins right now. Oh, hold on. But always appreciated, Grinch. Thank you so much. It's so humbling to see how much you guys actually believe in the stream. It's humbling. Yeah, I try to keep it chill. Analyzing evidence is really chill. It's frustrating, it's fun, it's aggravating, and you get to do it with a lot of good people. So I can't be totally upset when it's slow. I got the best viewers you could hope for, and you guys keep it active. But you guys are seeing how you guys are seeing this. This is a whole lot of nothing. Coming from your side of Twitch, it's full of gamers that are amazing, but it's rowdy. And that's why I'm not trying to do gaming. You guys are seeing this. You guys see this, right? It's flatlined all the way across. We are flatlined. So unfortunately, that means we have to do section 2. Shit. This is the stuff I was afraid of with this investigation. I did not feel the same energy when I went in there. Not to say it's not there. I was just not feeling it. Not as much as I was the previous 3 years. Looks like we at least have something here to look to, so this is going to be good. This one should be better. I'm trying to keep it positive. I really am, guys, but those who have been investigated before know this. This is not guaranteed. It's just not. And this keeps up, I might need some more caffeine. On the way to work today, stopped and got a large Dunkin' Donuts iced macchiato with a triple shot of espresso and 2 shots of caramel flavoring. Beer will put me to sleep. I've got the Jameson ginger and lime. And beer I'll be snoozing. All right. And I got this big old lump of fur on my lap, too. I've never seen a cat sleep in this weird of positions. He's draped like this on my desk chair with his head like halfway off the chair. One of his, arms on the freaking armrest, the other down below his head. I don't know how he's staying on the chair. But he's zonked out. Jesus, guys. This is disheartening. There we go. There's something. Definitely one of the other teams. That might be Brian and Elizabeth. And you notice they didn't respond to that loud bang. They didn't respond to it. That means that's residual. Every loud bump we have there is residual energy. Nobody has ever responded to that loud click.
Joseph, was that you? It came from right there.
Yeah, that's Brian and Elizabeth.
Another recorder in Joseph's room. I'll have to let Brent know so he can look. Let Brent know so he can look.
Yep, they're.
Let Brent know so he can look.
Well, they thought they heard something. We'll let Brent know so he can look. Which there wasn't any evidence, but you see, they acknowledge the recorder. We'll let Brent know. Yep, and I still have that damaged nail. We're going on like a month now, and it has not healed. But they announced the recorder. They announced it. They announced themselves, and they announced they thought they heard something. Signs of a good investigator right there. I love these guys. They're great. Good friends of mine. Cisbro Paranormal.
And time is 6:26.
They really didn't investigate either. They asked like 2 questions. Now I'm starting to wonder. Every time a team sees one of my recorders around, are they not investigating because they don't want to interfere with my recorders? But then again, I've told them I have recorders spread out throughout the prison. Just carry on your investigations like you normally would. Just announce yourself when you see the recorder. That's back sore. Sorry, guys. That's all I ever ask them. It's like just announce yourself when you see it. That way, when we, if you see it, that way I can debunk anything if I need to. I'm starting to wonder if they're not holding back because they see my equipment, which is entirely possible. I don't know. Turn the camera off. I got to answer an email, but I'm here. All right, sorry about that, guys. Work never ends, and I'm not even salary. Then again, I already told them, don't ever put me on salary because I won't do it. Unless you're going to put me close to 6 figures, I don't want a salary. Okay, that's them down the hall. Debunk it. Definitely tell Brian's voice from a distance. Okay. Okay, that's Elizabeth, his sister, saying this isn't going to work. Damn, Brian's doing some burst photography, ain't he? You hear that digital camera go. So he's got burst mode on, and he's just firing that switch. He holds it down and just like counts to 3, and he gets like 30 pictures in like 2 seconds. So yeah, he's got burst mode on his camera. Tell me what other investigators can identify that one. Any photographer knows that sound. I'm interested in this section because that's it for this section of the recorder. This year, Joseph Wright Sell might only get a recorder for one night. Now, what I might do, and I think I'm actually going to do, get past this. Once the investigation starts getting closer, those that have donated subs, I'm going to let you guys choose one of the recorders. I'll just pick one at random, and where you want it to go in what cell for the night. Like if you want it in building 7, then you got pod A, B, C, D, and I'll just put it up in that area. I think I'm going to do that as the investigation gets closer. So that'll give you guys a chance to see what we can get out of a guess, out of a gut feeling. I think that'd be really cool to do. So like Grinch donated 5, she'll get to choose I'll pick one of the recorders, and I'll just make a note of where to put it. I think we're gonna do that. Yeah, it's Brian and Elizabeth. Nothing to be excited about. And it sounds like they're investigating in over in Neil Pitney's cell. At least it sounds like it. Yeah, we'll never make that out. Now, I don't know what we had in Neil Pitney's cell for night 2. I'm gonna have to find out because I want to do that recorder. Because, like I said, that's where our GoPros shut down. Local ghost podcasts. There's some good ones. There's some really good ones on Spotify.
This is where Joseph Wright was. When I came up here last year at night, there was a sound void. Alright, just coming to check
Okay, sounds like Deads is just checking on the equipment.
on my recorder. 3 hours, 11 minutes, and we're at full bars. Okay. Hello, Joseph Wright. This is last night here with you. I know you probably feel like a celebrity. I've had a recorder in your cell this entire time.
And like I said, you have to, at Nevada State Prison, let me pause this for this. You have to go check your recorders if you're in the area. I've had times where batteries were just dead. You're 3 hours in and there's down to 1 bar. It's like, wait a minute here, where this recorder should be lasting, 5, 6, 7 hours, and we're on 3. So yeah, it's good to check on them. I've only ever had one go dead, and I've had one GoPro go dead, which is on this year. Which is the one that was in the infirmary. It is 2 girls. Okay. Don't know if I've heard of them. Hold on. That's electronic. I think. That's a female voice. That might be Dead's girlfriend, Van. Yeah, that's a female voice. So we're moving on. That's more than likely that's Fan. It's in Danish. Yeah, I wouldn't know it then. I don't even know any Danish word. What the hell? Why is a Vasp popping up during this show? I have that isolated so it doesn't. Sorry about that, guys. That's me. And I came in to check equipment as well. It's like I said, we kept having problems with GoPros, so it's like, why not check the batteries at least? Make sure they're still recording. That was weird. That was a different one because I already left. I left way back here. Okay, I left the building there. Nobody's in there. That's evidence. That's evidence. Yeah. Nobody's in there. TM. I left back here at 150. Come on, don't do that to me. $150.27 is when I left the building. Nobody was in there. Yeah, nobody else is in there. Something's in there. And everything else is flatlined. That's interior. That's not coming from outside. Yeah, they'll know what it is. I guarantee that. We have to save it for now.
Argan sneaky bastard.
No, this is up on top of the hill in building 12. This is... This is right up here. That's the last one of the pods. You got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's in pod 12. Venom. If a rat can move that kind of steel, I want to shake that rat's hand. That's a lot of steel being moved. And we have not heard that through any of the other recorders. I'm going to have to see what Susan says. It's something that I can't explain. That's for sure. So let's try something real quick. Let's try something. I know we're not going to do anything with vocal enhancer, but let's go with 7. Effects. Noise reduction. Effects. De-reverb. And let's go with denoise. I don't think we need denoise. Not in Reno, they can't. That's Japan. That's a city. This is on the edge of Carson City. There's not a huge population. Yeah, in New York City, they get as big as chihuahuas. We know this. But this is something I can't explain. We know that's residual because nobody's identified it or heard it. And that is the end of section 2. We have section 3 left, section 3 and section 4. Section 3 is 2 hours 4 minutes. Section 4 is a minute. So I don't think we're gonna. We'll have to load section 4 just because. But yeah, guys, we got 2 pieces of evidence tonight. Just 2 in an hour and a half. It happens. But we are sitting at 82. I wish we were at 100 right now. Hopefully the next record, we have 2 sections left to go. Hopefully we can get a couple out of that. Then on the next recorder, we need at least 15. We'll see what happens. Guys, I truly thank you for being here tonight. TM, Moose, Grinch, anybody else lurking there in the shadows. If you enjoyed this, please don't hesitate to hit that like button. You can turn off notifications. Come back here just to hang out and listen to EVPs and join in the fun. There won't be a show tomorrow or Sunday. Guys, have a great weekend. I always appreciate you guys being here, as you know. Wouldn't be a show without you guys. Again, Moose, TM, thank you. Grinch, thank you, and thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Guys, have a good night. God bless, and I'll see you guys later. Y'all take care.